I don't know about you, but to pick 10 perfumes for life for me always seems like such a big challenge. So today I will share with you 10 perfumes for life, but it's going to be a designer edition. I thought this was going to be a lot more easy. I'm not too sure about that anymore, but at least I picked 10, so let's just get it started. The first one has to be Burberry Goddess. This is a vanilla, lavender, warm, spicy, and cacao perfume. I'm not going to go over all of the notes again because I've shared with you most of these perfumes a lot of times, but this is one of my favorite vanillas. It's simple yet not smelling like a simple vanilla extract perfume. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's sweet but not too sweet, and it is a lot more mature because of those aromatic notes like ginger and lavender, and the cacao makes it a touch powdery but also a little bit nutty. And this one, it has something perfumey and designer-y to me, but I enjoy it nonetheless. And this is one of my most used up bottles in my collection. And it was quite weak in the beginning. It got very strong over the period of 1 year, I would say. And now it's one of my strongest vanilla perfumes in my collection. Such a good offering in the designer world. Also, there's no ranking here. I'm just going to share with you what I typed down. The next pick was a little bit hard for me because it is the Mod collection by Ariana Grande. I'm going to say this is designer perfume as well. Let's say budget-friendly perfumes, okay? So, I like Mod Vanilla and Mod Blush. Actually, Mod Blush is almost empty, I would say. And Mod Vanilla is a lot more full, but also I have another one that smells like it and that I use as well. And I don't have anything that smells so much like Mod Blush. But anyway, I like both of those perfumes, but I picked Mod Vanilla just because it reminds me of a more expensive perfume that was discontinued and that is also a lot more hard to get. So Mod Vanilla is a vanilla perfume, but a lot more complex than Burberry. Main accords are vanilla, sweet, powdery, and musky, but the notes are what make me think like, you have musk, you have freesia, you have praline, you have orris, you have vanilla, cacao, and also plum. And this one, to me, smells a lot like the Silk Santal perfume by Kayali. And that one is a major love for me. I think it's my favorite from her brand. It's so beautiful and such a unique release until I tried this one. This is not as refined, but also it's a lot more inexpensive and you can get it pretty much anywhere, I would say. Don't really love the bottles, but they are unique. This one is everything that it says, basically. It is musky and it's sweet from the vanilla, very sweet. You have to like very creamy, sweet vanilla perfumes. But this one, because of the musk, is not as heavy as it could be. Then you have this fruity aspect. I think in Silk Santal it's nectarine. Here you have plum. I don't really get plum, it's just a little bit fruity. And the praline, of course, vanilla, cacao butter makes it more creamy, more sweet, but the orris is giving it something a little bit more elegant, something a little bit more serious. One of my relatives wears this a lot, and every time she wears it, I compliment her. I'm like, oh my God, this smells so good. And actually, she was the reason why I ordered it, because before I was like, yeah, I like it, but do I really need it? And then I smelled it on her over and over again, and I was like, yeah, I need it. Actually, also about the performance, the Silk Santal one was the best when it comes to performance for me from all of the Kayali ones I tried. And this one, the Mod Vanilla, also has, I would say, almost the same performance, which is crazy when it comes to the price. Another must for me is Chloé L'Eau de Parfum Lumineuse. And this one is so underrated, I don't know why. And every time I talk about it, so many of you are like, yes, this is so underrated, I love this perfume, so I don't know what's happening here. But this has main accords of vanilla, white floral, amber, and rose. There's not a lot of notes, basically it's that. It's jasmine, rose, vanilla, amber, balsamic notes. To me, there is something fruity in there, I always tell you, but this is one of the most easy to wear amber perfumes you can think of. You have this cozy, warm, a little bit thick and sweet aspect from the amber, but it's not too heavy like others. And then you have those beautiful plush florals that make it more Chloé-like, because you do get the Chloé DNA. And for me, the fruitiness makes it more fun and easy to wear. It's not a heavy scent whatsoever. It's very cozy, very easy for me. And for that reason, I wore it pretty much the whole year. And it's such a beautiful perfume. Love the bottle. I love Chloé parfums in general. And this is like a signature perfume to me. All right, then on to the next one, which is a summer offering. I was not too sure if I should put it in the video because it's not like, oh my God. But then again, I wore it a lot. So this is Valentino Donna, Born in Roma, Coral Fantasy. Until I don't have another perfume like it in the designer realm, I'm going to keep wearing this and tell you about it. This has the main accords of fruity, musky, and citrus, and it has notes of kiwi, which I love. Orange, but also ambrette and rose, musk, cedar, jasmine. To me, it is a very easy, spritzy, fruity, fresh, almost like shampoo. Yeah, it's pretty much, I would say, like a shampoo type of smell. You get the musk, but it's not like a dusty musk that gets on your nerves, at least not on mine. But this just adds to this light characters. It's a very light fragrance, also light when it comes to how it presents itself, because it's not a beast whatsoever. Not very weak, but a little bit on the weaker side when it comes to performance and longevity. But for summer perfumes like that, I don't really expect something else. Or then it gets a lot of times very dusty, very heavy, very dense, and I don't like the DNA. So I'd rather have something like that. And as I said, to me, it's like a shampoo-y smell. It's fruity, it's fresh, clean, and I love those perfumes. Then we have Prada Paradoxe Intense. This was a shocker to me because the original, I love the bottle, but the perfume was a letdown for me. It was nice, but it was not something extraordinary. Then I tried this one and I was not expecting too much, but I fell in love with it straight away, had to get it straight away. So many people around me bought this perfume because they fell in love when I wore it. And this one is so intense. Oh my God. So this has main accords of white floral, vanilla, mossy. Okay. And it has quite a lot of notes, but I would say it's all about vanilla, neroli, and pear. Maybe a little bit of jasmine as well. This reminds me a little bit of my beloved Carolina Herrera perfume, which I will get into in a few minutes. But this one is almost like the nighttime version. It's a lot more out there. It's a lot more loud, sexy. It's, to me, a very attractive perfume because you have a lot of notes that are appealing to a lot of people. You have vanilla, which is very appealing to a lot of people, but also you have those sweet plush florals, and the pear makes it not too serious. And the amber, you have amber and ambrofix. They make it so super strong, but also sexy. I like it a lot. But this is so strong that I am not wearing it as much as I was in the first place, because it like wears you almost. You have to be careful, which is a good thing, because I mean, with designers, a lot of times I think it's either beast mode performance or you get nothing at all. And with this one, you get everything and more. A more unisex perfume, to me at least, I have to tell you about I Love Love by Moschino. Such a cheapie, you can get it for so inexpensive. It's a lot like Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. I like it more on me. This has main accords of sweet, citrus, and aromatic, with notes of grapefruit. You have apple in there, I guess. No, you have grapefruit, you have orange, lemon, recurrent, but you also have Tanaka wood and cedar, and some florals, lily of the valley, rose, and some other notes. But to me, it is quite unisex. It is very citrusy, very happy, and I don't know, it's a little watery, it's a little aquatic, because I don't know, I thought there was like aquatic, like water lily in there, but not too sure. This one is also quite woody, which is why it's unisex to me. It's not a very sweet perfume. There is sweetness in there. For me, it's most of all citrusy, woody, with a sweet floral background. It's not a beast, but also it has good performance to me, especially when it comes to the pricing. I get 4 to 5 hours with this perfume. I think the bottle is so funny, but I love Moschino. Then let's talk about Good Girl Blush by Herrera. I mean, I have no rating, but this one is really, really high up still to this day. Every time I smell it, I am in love. I don't know what it is about this perfume, but it just mesmerizes me. It's just, I don't know, it's like a potion or something. I'm so in love with this perfume. So this one has main accords of floral, vanilla, and citrus. The notes are bitter almond, which I don't really get, peony, ylang ylang, vanilla, coumarin, bergamot. This combination of peony and ylang ylang, I feel like, is what is so intoxicating to me. And when I got this, I was so in love. I was typing in, give me all of the perfumes with peony and ylang ylang, and I was researching. Did not really get too much perfumes that have the same combination and that mesmerized me like this one. But this is just, oh my God, so creamy. It's like a floral milkshake. It's sweet, it's floral, but the florals are so like creamy. You can almost feel the petals. They're so suave and nice to touch. And then so sweet, but not too sweet. It's playful, it's girly, but it's not a super youthful scent. I would say everybody can wear it. To me, it's just an everyday scent that does not smell like everything else, but is still light and likable, but it is quite sweet. I have 2 fall winter perfumes for you. It's very hard for me. I don't know why, but it seems like all of my fall and winter perfumes are niche perfumes. So designer houses, please do more fall and winter perfumes. And if you have your top 10 for life in your head, please tell me the ones. And also, if you don't have 10, please tell me more fall and winter designer perfumes that I have to check out and you feel like are 10 out of 10. I will tell you about Cheirosa 71 by Sol de Janeiro. This has main accords of sweet caramel and vanilla. And you know what? I tested a lot of popcorn perfumes in 2024 and also now in 2025. This one is still my favorite popcorn scent. And there is no popcorn listed, is that correct? Not too sure about that. This one, oh my God. You have to like literal gourmands. You have to like to smell like something edible and sweet and delicious. It smells, you know, to me, like caramel popcorn drizzled with some white chocolate, and then you have some salted macadamia nuts on top. Actually, I'm craving this so much right now. Oh my god, I would give everything to have that right now. But this is what it smells like, and this is exactly what I crave in the winter time. I want something cozy, delicious, yummy. I wore so many vanilla perfumes, but at the end of the day, I do appreciate something with vanilla, but this one is a lot more interesting and unique. More of a fall perfume for me is Cristal Noir by Versace. I hope this is the correct one that I have open here, because they have an eau de toilette. Now they have a perfume, like parfum version that I did not try still, but I have the eau de parfum version. This one has main accords of warm, spicy, white floral, and coconut. Let's see if this is the right one. I feel like it is. Pepper, ginger, cardamom in the top, coconut, gardenia, peony in the middle, sandalwood, musk, amber in the base. To me, it reminds me a lot of Gris Chanel, but in a coconutty, more sweet, feminine way. Gris Chanel sometimes is a little bit too edgy and almost masculine for me to wear. And this one is just something a lot more easy. It's sexy, but it's fresh because of those florals. It's not just a date night scent in winter time. You can wear it whenever and wherever. But the sandalwood in here is one of the best sandalwoods I've ever smelled. Sandalwood can be so challenging for me nowadays, but this one is so creamy and so unchallenging. It's just easy, it's beautiful, has something woody, but most of all creamy to it. And I love the coconut in here. So random, but it fits within this perfume. And I love those spicy perfumes, love cardamom, love ginger and pepper. And the base of the musk and the amber with the sandalwood, so sweet and creamy, but as I said, because of those florals, not too heavy at all. And what is funny is that so many of you tell me that this was like your high school perfume, you wore it 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and I did not even test it out. I always walked past Versace perfumes when I was younger. I don't know why, but they never appealed to me, which is a shame. Okay, and last but certainly not least, this is for the clean girls, for the elegant women, for someone who wants an office perfume, or to gift a perfume to someone who likes clean florals. This is J'adore Parfum d'Eau by Dior. This one is a perfume without alcohol. So if you spray it, it's quite white, seems a little bit like a lotion or a milk, but performance anyway is really good. And I like it a lot. I never had a problem with like staining or anything. But let's go through the notes. The main accords are white floral and green. And it just has a couple of notes: jasmine, green notes, magnolia, honeysuckle, neroli, and rose. As I said, this to me is the most clean perfume ever. I'm not vibing too much with the J'adore line in general. J'adore, the original, is actually the signature perfume of a lot of my friends. And I like it on them, but it was never something I wanted for myself. I feel like the original and also a lot of their other flankers are quite mature. It's like Mademoiselle, Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel for me, which I wore when I was 17. What? I don't know why, because that one is also very mature to me. But anyway, this one is also for me very mature. The other ones, I mean, the original and the other flankers. And this one still has this elegant facet to it, and it is a floral heavy scent, but it's so much more easy. It's a lot more modern and timeless to me. And I went to the perfumery with my mom and I showed it to her and she immediately fell in love, which is funny because we usually don't wear the same perfumes, but we both wear this perfume. And now it's a little hard for me to wear because I always think of my mom. But yeah, there you have it. Like, everyone can wear it. It's not a perfume with a specific age or anything. And those florals are so beautiful. I mean, magnolia is one of my favorite florals, but the combination with this jasmine that is not andolic, very creamy, very elegant and subdued, together with this honeysuckle, which gives it a certain sweetness but not too much, and then the roly and the rose, it's just so beautiful. It is like a fresh shower. It's the experience of a fresh shower in a perfume to me. Okay, so there you have it. These were my picks for 10 perfumes for life. I would be quite happy. Yeah. Let me know, as I said, what would be your 10 picks for life designer edition? Do you want a niche edition? Oh my god, that is going to be very hard for me, but let me know, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.